Hey y'all, it's me. So, I hope everybody had a happy Halloween. My kids did throw something together at the last minute because we just ain't got the money for 15, $20 a piece for each kid to get a brand spanking new costume. I'm not really sure what they went as. Apparently people guessed a lot and they guessed right from the ongoing people that saw us last night. I just didn't know what the hell they were. But but they enjoyed themselves, so present company was fine. We went to a decent place, I guess. Had a few houses. A lot of people were participating when we went. I did see on my Facebook a lot of people were. I should have gone to Chiliota where I grew up, because apparently there's a lot of people out there. But maybe next year. I did find out a few things about myself last night. For one, I'm way out of shape. Way out of shape. I mean, just walking the little bit that I walked, and I was like panting. Well, not really panting. It wasn't that bad, but I mean, it was hot as hell. And that was just me in a tank top and like capris. And I was sweating and I was miserable. And then, right on cue, the mosquitoes came out. So of course, then I was like a buffet for them, not a snack, a full-on buffet. Very annoying. Should have brought bug spray. You would think I would have learned. I've been in Florida all my damn life, and still nothing. It's like I have no learning curve when it comes to that. I don't know, but I shall hope for better tomorrow, or better next year. They did make it with some candy though, and I'm happy about that. And I did find out also that is some of my medical issues might have transferred to my dearest Caleb, as in my asthma and stuff like that. But apparently I've passed on my fear of clowns to my other kid, Christian, because he wasn't about it at all. Not. I can deal with clowns if it's just a statue or something. The jumping out I don't like, but some of these clowns, they were just chilling there. They were just there to scare you, but they didn't do anything. They just stood there. So if the desired effect was to make kids not go there, you won with my kid, because he wasn't going near it. He's like, nope, I'm good. I think I have enough candy, Mom. And considering my kids love candy, that's a big thing. But yeah, so they had a good Halloween, which I was happy about, which is nice. And even though it's Friday, yay for Friday, as a stay-at-home mom looking for work, it's just another day for me, honestly. I mean, I was like, yay, TGIF, and for those people who work their asses off, then definitely celebrate. If you don't work on the weekends, good for you. I don't think I've ever had a job, though, that I haven't had to work on the weekends. So, only time Friday was okay was if it was payday. And since I don't get any money at all, then it's just another frickin' day. I've learned to despise Friday, simply because both my kids are a part of a dancing club thing at their school, and they meet at 7:30 in the frickin' morning every Friday. I am not a morning person. That means I have to get up rather early to wake my kids up, because they're not morning people. My sweet, sunshiny Caleb, not a morning person. Not at all. So, I don't like Fridays. Fridays kind of suck. There, I said it. Shoot me later. I don't care, but it is what it is, I guess, right? Now, I've noticed, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and a lot of YouTube videos, they have a lot of the YouTube videos that I watch. Now, I watch a broad spectrum. I watch Brandon Ferris, which if you don't know who he is, please look him up. He is a very funny guy, and he makes me laugh till my sides hurt. and I just love watching him. I love all of his content. He's a funny guy. You should definitely go watch him. And then on the other side of the spectrum, I watch a channel called Squirmy and Grubs, and that's about an interabled couple. I think I'm saying that right. Named Shane Burkhall and I forgot her name. Oh my god, Hannah. That was her, Hannah. I don't know how to pronounce her last name now. Either way, they're amazing. They're funny. They're real. You know, they're not afraid to come on camera and be a little ho hum. Either way, I get people who they purposely go on camera and either if they're like legit happy, that's great. But I've known some people who they have to kind of compose themselves and they go on there and they make sure they exude this happy persona because it's just what it is. Like, you know, they don't want to appear mad on camera. That's fine. No one wants to watch a channel where everybody's just like the whole time. Like, I don't know. I say that, but I'm not mad all the time, guys. I have my good days, and then everybody has their bad days. So I'm only human, and if I try, there are a few rules that I did before I started doing any filming for anything. One was to never get on camera and be mad. Sad, maybe, okay, but mad as in like I'm angry about something. Unless it's a really good valid point, then yeah, I'll calm down before I go on there because it's not fair to y'all. It's not fair that you sit there and listen to me rant about something that probably isn't even on your spectrum of issues whatsoever. So, and that's fine. I mean, I don't know, do it for the fans, I guess. All my 8 subscribers. But, I mean, I didn't go on yesterday because I was really tired. I'm not gonna lie. I slept most of the day until I had to go get the kids. Actually, I didn't get the kids. One kid came home on the bus after tutoring. The other, my boyfriend picked up because we spent the night before that, all night long doing a project for my kids because they failed to tell us that their project was due until like the day before. Now, hours leading up to us buckling down and having to do said projects, not just 1, 2 projects, you know, things went wrong. Things happened when they shouldn't have happened. They ran too long. It was getting late. Either way, they went to bed, we stayed up, and we did the project. Well, I mostly did the project. He kind of supervised. He went and did a Walmart run at like 3 a.m. to get a few supplies, but that was about it. So most of the day leading up until I had to go trick-or-treating with the kids was spent sleeping because I was friggin' tired. I was exhausted. And I was still tired when I came home, and I slept most of the night, which I do. It's not a big deal. You know, I passed out fairly early, and I get up throughout the night a lot, like multiple times, to go to the bathroom, or I just wake up randomly, or have a bad dream. But either way, you know, I slept, and I just woke up today in a very, very pissed off mood, and I don't know why. Nothing really triggered it. I don't remember the dream I had. Maybe it was the dream I had, and my mind's like, well, screw you guys. I don't know. Either way, I feel kind of ho-hum. So I'm going to try and keep this a lot shorter because y'all don't need to see this all the time. But, I mean, it's not, like I said, this is what mental illness is about. If you had to paint a portrait of mental illness, I would just put a big question mark. Because it's kind of a roll of the dice, what you feel from day to day. Which, where am I thrive, like usual. Which, yeah, boom, got one of my things over there, and then I have it on my chest. That helps with the motivation to get my stuff done and get my stuff that I need to get done, and not just kind of lay up on the couch until the kids. I had to go get the kids. But, I mean, you can only fix so much about you. And this in particular day, I'm just very ho-hum. Very, not. I guess it's just, I don't. I'm more confused at the fact of why I'm so irritated, because I'm just irritated. I don't. I mean, I had a kind of a rough morning with the kids. They did not want to get up. On top of my kids thinking that it's okay to not bring their stuff home from school to do their stuff. And that's on me too as a parent. I should have took the initiative and just checked their backpacks. But I took them at face value, and I was like, oh, well, maybe since it's leading up to Halloween, they don't have homework. And sometimes their teachers don't assign homework for like a week. But I should have taken the initiative and checked, and I didn't. So that's like 50% on me. But 50% I'm going to hold them accountable for, because they should have known better. They're almost 11 years old. They should know. So I spent most of my morning after trying to wake them up and get them ready to go, just like telling them, like, look, like, I had to give them an ultimatum. Like, if you don't bring something home to do anything, then you don't get to enjoy your weekend this weekend. During the week, they don't play with their electronics. That's tablets, that's Switches, that's Xbox, none of that. But on the weekends, if they're good, they do. They can have fun. They can be kids. They don't bring me something home today, they're not going to be kids. They're going to be doing a lot of chores. And I don't... Different people parent differently. I don't beat my kids. Not to say I'm not against spanking. I will spank their butts if they're wrong, or if they've messed up greatly. But that's not my first go-to. I'd rather talk it out and see what's going on beforehand. It doesn't seem like that's working too hot because they're getting older. But, I mean, it is what it is with that. But, I mean, it was a rough morning. It's kind of a ho-hum day. Good thing is I've done all my chores. Well, they're not my chores. They're just household stuff I have to do. Well, that's a plus. I'm getting stuff taken care of to get Christian someone to talk to about some of his mental issues that he's having. So, I mean, it's not been a not productive day. I just feel kind of about everything, and I guess it'll pass. I don't know. I really don't. Again, it's a one day at a time kind of thing. I'm not gonna lie, guys. If I could have canceled Halloween last night, I probably would have. I'm not gonna lie. But my kids, I don't like to be a disappointment in general. So if my kids are disappointed in me or they're upset, and it's because of something that I've chosen, that I really didn't have a legit reason for not wanting to go. I mean, for once my stomach wasn't acting up, which I have a lot of stomach issues. A lot of stomach issues. My stomach wasn't acting up. Aside from that, I was just really freaking tired. I mean, I didn't have any issues. I could go. So I went. I went for them. No one else but them. And, and I ended up having a decent time. And the kids had a good time too. They got out of the house. They dressed up a little bit. They got a little spooked. But otherwise, they had a good time. And that's awesome. But I just didn't want to go. And that's a lot of my day-to-day life, is kind of throwing back and forth if I should do something or if I shouldn't do something. If say I had to go to the grocery store, and I'll talk myself out of it because I just don't want to be in public. It really is very tiring to be in front of people sometimes, and the paranoia of like, are they looking at me? And I wish I could be one of the cute girls who can go in their PJs and everybody's like, oh my god, she's so cute, she just rolled out of bed. But I look like Medusa when I roll out of bed, and I'm wearing pants that are faded and there's holes in them, and they're so old they're like see through, like it's getting that bad. That I would wear in front of like in my house because no one's watching me, no one's looking at me. But I can't wear that stuff out in public. Plus, I don't got the body for that. and and that's probably due to my self-confidence too. I've seen girls bigger than me and they rock stuff like that, and it's all for confidence. I just don't have it. I've never had confidence in myself. It's an ongoing thing that I have to work on. I'm not in the mirror like, you're beautiful, you're awesome, you're not sucky, but I mean, maybe I should start doing that. I don't know. I think I tried when I was younger, and I ended up laughing at myself because I just felt like an idiot. But yeah, just wanted to hop on here and let you in on the 411 about me, I guess. I know people are like, well, she didn't make a video yesterday. Oh my gosh, is she okay? I know I'm not that important, guys. Okay, I understand that. I know that wasn't, no one was thinking that. They could have given two shits about it. But again, this is something that helped me too. And I feel better getting out. And this does help with my anxiety about other people that, see, if everything could be like Facebook, it would be so much easier. I mean, I could interact without having to interact. You feel me? But maybe one day we're living the future. Right. But I hope y'all have a wonderful day. And I will be on, if not later today, tomorrow, hopefully, God willing. Okay, guys. I love y'all. I have like weird hearts. So boom, boom. Have a good day.